must feel it, because I do.
I do not know what to say.
You do not have to say anything.
I do not.
Season 2 of Bridgerton really made hearts race when Anthony Bridgerton, the eldest and often cold-hearted sibling, finally met his match in Kate Sharma. Anthony, carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders, was this strict, honor-bound man who didn't let much in, while Kate was no-nonsense, independent, and clearly someone who wouldn't bend for anyone. Their story was the perfect enemies-to-lovers trope, starting with Anthony pursuing Kate's younger sister Edwina before slowly realizing that it was actually Kate who had captured his heart. Season 2 showed him unraveling piece by piece as he wrestled with feelings he couldn't deny. By the season finale, he had confessed his love, and the couple rode off, metaphorically, into the Pall Mall-shaped sunset, leaving fans swooning. In the meantime, the spotlight shifted in Season 3 to Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington, with their friends-to-lovers story taking center stage. Anthony and Kate made only a brief appearance, which left fans of the couple, affectionately called Kanthony, wanting more. The good news is that Season 4 will bring them back. During the show's Season of Love virtual event, showrunner Jess Brownell revealed that Anthony, played by Jonathan Bailey, will be returning, and Simone Ashley will reprise her role as Kate. Brownell teased that viewers will get to see more of their married life and even meet their baby, hinting at some heartwarming family moments. Although she didn't specify exactly how many episodes the couple will appear in, it seems likely that they'll be more present than last season, even if the focus isn't entirely on them. While Anthony and Kate's love story continues in the background, Season 4 is primarily set to explore a new romance between Benedict Bridgerton and Sophie Beck. Benedict, played by Luke Thompson, is the eccentric, charming brother whose story has been building in anticipation, and Sophie, played by Yeren Ha, is mysterious, clever, and independent. Their romance promises a clash of class because in the eyes of the ton, a gentleman and a maid shouldn't be together. Even though the story will pull on some Cinderella-style themes, Sophie is far from a helpless damsel. Brownell emphasized her intelligence, strategic thinking, and self-sufficiency, so audiences can expect a heroine who actively shapes her destiny rather than waiting for someone else to rescue her. This sets the stage for a romance that is both enchanting and fresh, even if it comes with societal challenges. Netflix hasn't announced a release date for Season 4 yet, but it's expected sometime next year, keeping with the roughly 2-year gap between previous seasons. Meanwhile, Kate's storyline in the books differs from what's happening on the show. In An Offer from a Gentleman, Kate is 9 months pregnant and preparing for the birth of her second child, Miles. But according to the show's timeline, Kate won't be pregnant because her first child, Edmund, is still an infant. This means that in Season 4, the writers will likely focus on Anthony and Kate becoming parents for the first time, rather than introducing a second child, which gives them a clear and relatable story arc. Kate's role in Season 4 could also expand in a different way. She would make an ideal friend for Sophie because they share so many similarities. Both started off as outcasts, Sophie as a bastard, and Kate as the overlooked Sharma sister. They're independent, strong-willed women with a clear sense of values. While Penelope could also be a friend for Sophie, Kate's connection would be deeper because of their shared experiences as women from different, somewhat marginalized backgrounds in the upper-class British society. If the show chooses to focus on one of Sophie's friendships with a Bridgerton sister-in-law, Kate makes the most sense. Their friendship could provide Sophie with a support system, someone to confide in, and a reminder that she isn't truly alone in navigating her complicated world. Although Anthony and Kate might have reduced screen time in Season 4, Simone Ashley's comments suggest they've filmed a few scenes, likely enough to show them adjusting to parenthood. Because they're expecting a baby, it makes sense for the show to explore their family life without oversaturating the screen with married couples. Bridgerton has always excelled at balancing multiple storylines, so it's logical that the season will focus more on other characters while keeping Anthony and Kate as a prominent background presence. Oversaturation of already married couples can sometimes lead to audience apathy, so giving other characters their due time is both necessary and exciting. In terms of storytelling, Season 4 will likely place Benedict and Sophie at the center, with their romance driving the main plot. Quinn, the author of the books, shared that the scripts for Season 4 are promising, suggesting the show is maintaining its creative direction. Bringing new characters into the spotlight while keeping married couples like Anthony and Kate or Colin and Penelope in the background ensures that the series remains fresh and dynamic. Bridgerton thrives on evolving character arcs, and focusing on new relationships keeps the story engaging. This also brings us to a bigger issue the show has been facing: Daphne Bridgerton's disappearance. After leading the show in Season 1, Daphne's presence dwindled in Season 2, and she completely vanished in Season 3. Fans were particularly disappointed that she missed both Colin and Francesca's weddings without explanation. While her absence could be attributed to starting her family with the Duke of Hastings, Anthony and Kate were present in Season 3, dealing with her own familial struggles, which makes Daphne's disappearance harder to justify. It simply doesn't align with her character, as Daphne has always been the most romantic and tradition-oriented sibling. She would never intentionally skip a sibling's wedding, especially if she could provide guidance or advice. The problem is only compounded in Season 4, where Daphne will presumably miss Benedict's wedding as well, unless the show decides to bring her back. Phoebe Dynevor, who plays Daphne, has indicated that she would be willing to return if called upon, which gives the writers an opportunity to correct past mistakes. Even a small presence at Benedict's wedding could help the series reconcile her previous absences. A simple explanation, like her being pregnant or ill, could make sense within the narrative and restore some consistency without disrupting the current storylines. This sibling dilemma is tied to a broader challenge for Bridgerton: maintaining interest in already married characters. Fans are generally more invested in the chase, the trials, and the process of courtship rather than watching a couple already happily married. As a result, married characters like Daphne, Anthony, and Colin face the risk of becoming less relevant. The solution is to shift the focus from their romantic relationships to their personal growth and interactions with others. Exploring their roles as individuals rather than just spouses can make them compelling again. For instance, seeing Anthony navigate fatherhood or Daphne juggle family responsibilities could add depth without leaning on romance alone. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.